record button. And this is Frank, and it is now the top of the hour, and I am going to respect the people's time who respected my time. I'm going to go ahead and get them going and get started. And so I will be your host. I don't have a guest speaker today, and this is going to be the last basic training before we start our program. Let's do this, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and get going. I'm going to try to hide this off to one side. Nope, it didn't work. Oh, come on. There you go. All right, so the other thing I'd like to do before I get going too far is to mute all. Okay, so whoever was banging and bouncing, go ahead, carry on with your banging and bouncing. All right, so again, good morning. This is Frank, and we are going to get this thing going right now. And I'd like, by way of introduction, just to let everyone know that we are Easy Financial Group, LLC. We're a group of highly motivated professionals. You can tell that by the people that I've invited. That's why we invited you. I just want to go over one more time the structure of the company. Above everything is the corporation, which is Finance Agents, and that's in California. Then is the member office, which is Easy Financial Group, that's us. Then are the underwriters, and that's you, the most important people in the whole company, because without the underwriters dragging the deals across the finish line, nobody gets paid. If nobody gets paid, everyone can go home, go fishing or go hunting, like Larry was talking about. So the underwriters are, without a doubt, in my opinion, the most valuable asset that the company has, because they're the people who get everyone paid. Then there is the pro agent. The pro agent has a team that he's got built underneath him. Then there's the standard agent. The standard agents come in, and they may or may not know anything about real estate or investing or funding, but in a short period of time, we will teach them everything that they need to know. The structure is a standard agent earns 10% commission. The pro agent earns 50% more. And the pro agent has the ability to build a team with overrides and many, many more perks. So each of you that are on the call right now, you will be automatically pro agents because you're the underwriter. You have the ability, I guess you have the ability to be a standard agent, a pro agent, and an underwriter. So you have the highest ability of everyone in the group. You have the maximum amount of earning potential of anyone in the group. So let's go forth. I am issuing an invitation to everyone to step up to pro agent. If you're listening to this recording, I would encourage you strongly to step up to pro agent, because you can earn a great deal of money. Our expectations are high. We expect you to do whatever it takes to drag each and every deal over the finish line. We don't have any butterflies here. Nobody floats over the finish line. We deal with people that are many times less than qualified, less than perfect credit. If they had that perfect credit, they'd be at their own bank getting the funding. We understand that the people that come to us are challenged people, so we have to drag each and every deal over the finish line, and I expect you to do everything possible to do that. We expect you to encourage all those who are below your pay grade as well as those above. We expect you to put in a full day's work within reason. I used to work from 6 a.m. and shut off my computer at midnight. After I retired, I decided I'm only going to work from 10 until 6. So I've been retired for 6 years. And again, as I said, I only work from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. So if you want to get a hold of me, those are the times that you need to get a hold of me. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. I expect you to put in at least that much if I'm retired and I'm putting in that much. We expect you to ask questions and strategize. If you don't have the answer, find the answer from me or from one of the senior underwriters. Find the answer, get the answer. Don't guess the answer. Guessing is always a dangerous thing. We expect you to have a basic understanding of computers. It's incredible how many people don't these days. We expect you to have both Skype and Zoom already loaded on your computer. We expect you to work closely with your standard and pro agents at least once a week. There has been a breakdown, and we've not been reaching out to those people every week, and we're going to see if we can't overcome that. We expect you to contact each and every lead at least 8 to 10 times. Now I'm going to slow down here for a moment and talk about what is touching or reaching out to what is reaching out to a lead? What does that mean? It means you call the person first thing in the morning. If you don't get them, you leave a voicemail, and then you send a text message stating that you left a voicemail. Then you send an email stating that you left a voicemail and what it is that you wanted. And you send a CC to the agent. So the agent is kept in the loop. My number one complaint, Trey Sublette, the president of the company's number one complaint, is that nobody is calling my leads. Nobody is talking to my leads. Now, it is true that the leads don't always pick up the phone because their credit may not be perfect, and they may be screening their calls. And because of that, what I used to do when I was in your position, what I used to do is tell each and every one of my customers, hey, my underwriter is going to give you a call. Her name is Lynette Wynn. Her phone number is 949-777-5507. When you see all those sevens, pick up the phone. That's your money. She only has a limited amount of money, and if you don't pick up the phone, she's going to give your money to somebody else. Please answer the phone. That's what I used to do. That was my underwriter, was Lynette Wynn. You need to do something. You need to teach your agents to do something like that so that when you call, they actually pick up the phone. So the first touch is phone, text, email to both the lead and the agent. Second touch later on in the afternoon is phone, text, email, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And like Larry likes to say, buy or die. When they tell us to stop sending me emails, that's when we slack off. But if the client came to Larry or any other agent, it's because the client wanted money, and we have the money to give them. And the only way we're going to get paid is if they get the money and if we get the deal over the finish line. Once we drag the deal over the finish line, kicking and screaming, we all get paid. That's what we're here for. Okay, so we expect you to encourage every agent to go to RIA groups and board of realtors. It is ultra, ultra important that they focus where the fire is. The fire right now, our economy is on fire. The economy is burning up. The interest rates are going to start to creep up now. So we have missed a year's worth of absolute fantastic opportunity to close deals. Fantastic opportunity. Now the interest rates are going to start to climb up. I think they've already begun. And I think I heard President Trump complaining that the interest rates are starting to creep up. And that's when it's going to slow down this flaming economy. So we need to focus where the fire is. And the fire is REIA groups and Board of Realtors. Get out there, encourage your agents to go there every single day. Now, I want to go to my back office here. Alt tab. There you go. And I want to show you that I have 337. These are my new leads that are coming in. I have 337 new leads. And those people who have a CRM like I do will have access to these 337 new leads, and we will be disseminating them amongst the new underwriters. So this is what a lead looks like. This lead came in to me from my efforts, my email marketing efforts. I'm going to jump over here. On my landing page, I got 1,662 hits. I've been a busy little boy. I sent out 4,000 emails each and every week, and you should do the same. So I've got 1,662 hits on my website because of it. Let's go back here to, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, this thing is in my way. Okay, new leads. Drag it down here. It's out of in my way. All right, so the new leads. Yesterday I spoke to Willie. Let's see what we would do with a Willie. This is what your back office is going to look like when you get on your CRM. How do you get your CRM? You complete the Real Estate Masterclass. Once you've completed the Real Estate Masterclass, you will be issued a document. When you fill out that document and have a credit card on file or a debit card on file, you will be issued your seat, and you will be a full-fledged underwriter, not a certified one because you haven't completed the test yet. But you will have a full-fledged okay. All right. I hope she doesn't keep doing that. All right. So let's look at a lead. I brought in Willie yesterday, and this is what it looks like when you bring someone in. I sent him the invitation on 66FA. That's me. Willie came in from my email campaign, has several deals waiting to be submitted, has a team he would like to get upgraded to Pro ASAP. Okay, this is the kind of people that you will find when they come in. At this point, I should say that I've contacted Willie, and I'm going to just say waiting documents. I'm going to leave a new lead. Okay, there's his email over here. I sent Willie a few emails. Those are the emails that we sent. I sent him an invitation. He opened the invitation. He signed up, and then I sent him his login information along with the W-9 and a copy of the standard manual. Everyone should have the standard manual. It's important that you have the standard manual because that's how you're going to know when a deal comes in, where does it fit? The standard manual will explain where it fits. In the standard manual, you're going to have featured programs and all the documents required for the featured programs. Each and every person, every client that comes in should be submitted to the unsecured business financing, and it is a FICO-driven program with 680 or above FICO. If they have less than 680, and you know that because you've pulled their credit, then we may deal with them by putting you through the credit restoration program. But you should at least try, every person, to go through the unsecured. And then these are all the other programs that finance agents has. Where do you find these? In the agent's manual that you should have printed up in a 3-ring binder on your desk. So when somebody calls you up in your casual conversation and he happens to mention that he just retired from IBM with 20 years, he's got $500,000 in his IRA, but his credit stinks, and he would love to open up his own business, but his credit stinks. You say, well, tell you what, why don't we use your 401k? Oh, no, I can't do that. There'd be penalties and interest and IRS and all that stuff. What if we could show you a way there'd be no penalty, no interest, and no IRS taxes paid until you pay it back to yourself, and no banks and no hoops to jump through? Oh, in that case, I'll do it. Well, just to give you an idea, all of this stuff is in your back office. All of this stuff is in the manual. If the manual's printed out, you'll understand how to do all of these wonderful things. All right, let's get back to where I was. Where was I? So I was talking about Willie Rucker. I showed you the email that I sent to Willie. Now, if I were going to send an email to Willie, I would click that email. And if that email happened to be to talk about unsecured business, I would just go over here and find the unsecured business product, and I would go down to the initial application. This is the application and email, initial email, and there it is written. I would send this to Willie, and I would also send it to the agent. So whoever the agent was that signed Willie up, I would send it to Willie. I would send it to the agent, and it's all written for you. It already has the attachment, and the attachment is down here. So everything's already done for you. All you have to do now is press send, and lo and behold, Willie is going to get that email, and so will I. So now, as the agent, I know that Willie got the email. I know that my underwriter is paying attention to me. I know that I'm in the loop with this guy. That's what we need. And if we're going to send an email every single day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, until the client buys or dies, the agent can jump on the phone with us and say, hey, look, I've tried and tried. How about you and I call, and when he answers, you say hello. That's what I do with my agents all the time. I have them say hello, or else I have them dial the phone number, and he might recognize their phone, and he gets in. Those are the things that we need to do to make sure that we're covering all of the bases. Okay, let's back to the duties. What the duties are, before I go on to this, let's go back here. And if you have any question at this point, I know I've been going a little fast because I'm trying to pack it all into a half hour. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. Most of the times I don't. Okay, so if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and shout out your name, first name only, and then just ask whatever question while I take a sip of my coffee. The crickets are deafening. Okay, I will go ahead and move forward then.
Frank?
Yes,
Dave,
sir.
That last document you had, that printout.
Who is this? Who is this? Shout out your name.
It's David.
Hey, David. Welcome. What's your question, David?
The document you were showing previously, the Word document, did you ever get us a copy of that?
I tried to. I tried to get it to everyone. I'll get it to you for sure today.
Thank you. Okay,
And
it's a good summary page. Yeah.
it was extracted from your basic underwriter's manual 4.4.
Yes. Thank you.
That's where it came from. But we will get that out to you. We also thank you for bringing up that question. I'm also going to send out the 100% CLTV program, and I'm also going to send out the 125% CLT, the 125% program. And we're going to have to go over that 4, 5, 6, 7 times because for some reason that super, super, super simple program has got so many people baffled. And when they think they totally get it, the client will throw them a question and they go into baffle mode again. I don't understand it. Both programs are so drop dead simple.
But Frank, I want to remind people that generally Frank sends those out through Skype. So if you don't think you get it, make sure you check your Skype.
Oh, thank you so much, Judy. You're right. You're right. I usually attach them to the end of this presentation. Okay, maybe I'll send them to the end of the presentation and go to each and every person's email, but I don't get those emails, by the way. Well, okay, in Skype, I would have to look up, first of all, everyone who was on the call. I don't know who's on the call. And so then it would make it almost impossible for me to find your email if I didn't know you were on the call. That's the reason I put it in the chat box. So sorry, we have to figure out a better way of doing that. Okay, any other questions? Great question. Thank you, David. Okay, no other questions? Let's go ahead and move forward. The next thing that I want to talk about is commitment. I have, as I mentioned earlier, I used to work from 6 a.m. to midnight every single day. And that's Saturdays and Sundays. And since I retired about 6 years ago, I work from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. During this training session for the last 2 weeks, I've been coming in around 7:30, working diligently to put the presentations together by 11, then doing the presentations at 11 to 11:30. And it might take me 2 or 3 hours to put a half-hour presentation together. So my commitment to you has been tremendously strong. My commitment to you is to try to answer your calls every single chance I get. And if I miss a call, try to get back to you as quickly as I can. I use Skype all day long, every single day. I'm on Skype all day long. So that, I guess, is the best way to get a hold of me. But if you do call me on my cell phone, I will try to return the call on the cell phone. And my commitment to you is to be here for you and to help you in every single way that I can to become successful, to get the things that you want. I am here for you. If there's anything that you don't have an answer to, I'm here for you. I've made that commitment. In exchange, what I would like from you is for you to make a similar commitment. I didn't say the same. I said similar. If you please make a commitment to me to be here when I announce there's going to be a training from Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. every day except Wednesday. Please make the commitment to show up at the time. It's very important that I know that my commitment is at least being met. The next thing we want to talk about is accountability. I am accountable to you by virtue of the fact that everything that I do is going to lead to you dragging sales across the finish line, whether they're your own sales, whether they're your pro agent sales, or whether they're your standard agent sales, I'm accountable to you. I have to reckon with finance agents, and if finance agents can't do the deal, then I have to go to my vast library of other funding sources that I've generated over 36 years of experience. And that's what we've been doing. I've been going outside of finance agents to make sure that I'm accountable to you. If you're going to bring in a deal that can be funded, but not by finance agents, I am accountable to you to get that thing funded wherever I have to take it, whatever I have to do. I would again ask you to at least meet me in a similar accountability. Just meet me halfway. That's what I'm asking from you. And the next thing I want to talk about is accountability partners. Each and every one should have an accountability partner that they can name. Meaning, if I say, I'm not asking you to answer right now, David, but if I happen to be on a call with you and I say, David, who's your accountability partner? Without any hesitation, I would like a response. And when I ask that response, who is your accountability partner? Without any hesitation, I hear them come back and say, David, the reason we need accountability partners is because many of us will get tired, get discouraged, and have a tendency to slack off. If you have an accountability partner, that accountability partner can pick you up when you need encouragement, and that accountability partner can help you get over the hump and go directly into success. Okay, so the duties are, there are daily sales call every single day of the week except the weekends. There's a daily sales call at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This call is an optional call. If you can make it, that's great. It is packed with all kinds of information. You just need to let me know that you're interested in attending them, and we'll make sure that you get put on the list for notification of the link. The link is usually the same link all week long except Wednesday. There's a different link on Wednesday at 3 p.m. But all week long, it's the same link. Next, there's a weekly lunch with the leaders call. This is at 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I highly encourage you to make it, and I highly encourage you to encourage all of your clients and agents, but especially your agents, because there's so much that I go over there that is new information, new ground, new things that people have been looking for but they couldn't find. My underwriters fill the void, I will no longer have to work in my business, but I'll work on my business, and I will be bringing you every week something that'll be exceedingly valuable to real estate investors especially. So I strongly encourage everyone to be on that. And then the duties, we have a weekly member office. I'm now only talking to people who are interested in being underwriters. If you are an underwriter, we have a weekly members office with the president. Mr. Trey Sublette is the one who conducts this meeting. He is the president of the company. He does deserve respect. We need to be setting aside from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday afternoon every Wednesday afternoon. It's once a week, Wednesday afternoon from 4 o'clock to 4:30 p.m. And if you're an underwriter, it is mandatory because we speak about things that nobody else hears about. We speak about the inner operations of the organization. We speak about things that are important for underwriters to know. So those are the duties and the responsibilities. There are many benefits to get your folks to step up to pro agent, but my half hour is over. And if there are any questions, unmute yourself, shout out your name, and ask your question.
Yes, this is Larry Potts.
Hey, Larry.
Okay. I need Judy to reach out to me so I can sign up as an underwriter.
Okay, we'll get that. It's not actually Judy. It's actually going to be Trey. But what you're asking Judy to reach out to you for is for the real estate master class.
Correct.
So Judy, Larry's first step is real estate master class. He's ready to go ahead. So reach out to him and get that taken care of.
Will do right away.
Thank you, Judy.
All right. Well, with that, if there are any other questions, I want to say thank you very much. I certainly appreciate those who respect my time, and I respect your time. Thank you, and God bless.